Hello again, and now we will continue on our lesson, which is about verbs followed by infinitive and gerund. Already we have talked about verbs followed by infinitive only and verbs followed by gerund only, and now we'll have this list. And here we got the verbs which are followed by infinitive and gerund both, but the case is that here we got the meaning is different or there is no change in meaning. So here we have the different meaning, the sentence will be different, and in the other case the verb will not make any difference in meaning. Let's go through the sentences. I remember mentioning the meeting yesterday. And the other one is he remembered to turn off the lights before he left. So what is the verb we're talking about is remembered. Let's have how it is followed. It's followed by mentioning here and followed by to turn here. So in the first one we got the gerund, yes, as we said. So the first verb here is followed by gerund and the other one is followed by the infinitive. Is the meaning the same? Ask yourself, is it the same or different? Now, if we have a look, let's write it down here. I can see the gerund in the first sentence. And here I can see the infinitive form. If you read the sentence and think deeply about the meaning, I remember mentioning the meeting yesterday means I remember that you or I or you have done something. So, yeah, oh, I remember mentioning the meeting yesterday. So you did it. You remember that you did that action. Here the case is different than saying he remembered to turn off the lights before he left. What does it mean here? It means you remember that you need to do something. So what do you need to do? I need to turn off the lights before I leave. Is it clear? So here it's more about the memory that you got of doing something. Or here, I need to do something. Hopefully it's clear for you. Let's have other sentences. I like swimming. I like to swim. And here I hate drawing. And I hate to draw. The verb that we will highlight here is like. And here, hate. Both these verbs are followed by infinitive and gerund. The gerund infinitive here. So, is it the same using verbs and followed by infinitive and gerund? Ask yourself. Usually, asking a question should be helpful. Should I use the gerund or infinitive? So, will the meaning will be different if I'm using gerund or infinitive? What do you think? Now, I like swimming. I like to swim. Any differences? No, they are totally the same. So here we got to this category of the verbs that can be followed by infinitive or gerund. Simply, you will ask me this question: how can I know when to use the infinitive and gerund? And when I should use them, and when I feel that, oh, okay, this works really well and this doesn't work. You need to know this by just knowing that list of the verbs. So here we got the verbs that are followed by infinitive and gerund, and there is no change in meaning, like begin, continue, hate, love, prefer, and like. All these verbs are followed by infinitive and gerund, but no change in meaning. What about another sentence here? He can't forget living in Italy. And the other one is, I always forget to switch off the light. So let's highlight the verb. What do we have here? We have the verb forget. So the verb that we'll focus on is the verb forget. Now, is it followed by infinitive and gerund? Here, in this sentence, it is followed by gerund, as you can see from the sentence. And here, it's followed by to switch. So this is the infinitive form. Okay, now this is complicated perhaps for you, but let's think about a sentence. He can't forget living in Italy. So what do you understand from this? He can't forget it. It means that he have the memory. The memory he got is still there. It's in his mind. He cannot forget it. While here, I always forget to switch off the lights. What do you understand from this? That I have a habit of forgetting to switch off the lights. So here it's more like a habit that you should avoid perhaps. Okay, so here hopefully it's clear for you. So the meaning will differ. For sure the sentence will determine the meaning, but as you can see, forget got different meanings if using gerund or infinitive. What about this? Ahmed stopped to buy a newspaper. And the other one, he has stopped going to the gym. What is the verb here? What is our highlighted verb? The highlighted verb is stopped. Simply we can say stop. When we say the verb has a meaning, it doesn't mean all the same it has this meaning. It determined in the context and the sentence itself. So here in the first one, it is followed by to buy, it's infinitive. And in the other sentence, we got he has stopped going. Here we have the gerund. So now you need to ask yourself what is the meaning of the two sentences. If you say Ahmed stopped to buy a newspaper, it means you ask yourself, why did he stop? Simply because he want to buy a newspaper. So the purpose of stopping here is to buy a newspaper. You got it? Why, let's have this one. Here the case is somehow different. He has stopped going to the gym. So now you ask yourself, is he going to the gym? No, he has stopped going to the gym. So I am saying that he is not going to the gym anymore. Hopefully you find it easy to follow. So you got to see the difference in meaning according to the context. Let's have a look at the verbs. Now, the verbs that we mentioned, and these stop, try, remember, regret, forget, start, you got here, there is a change in meaning because the context will differ if it is followed by gerund and infinitive. Hopefully you'll find it easy to get. Just you need to memorize the verbs, practice using them, and practice understanding them, so you'll find it easy to find out the difference and the correct form of the gerund and infinitive in your writing and speaking.